in 2001. The events that took place on September 11th put baseball on hold, and Shea Stadium took on its most important role of all.
Shea Stadium had become one of the emergency center in the outfield, so there was a lot of activity going on.
The Mets still came to Shea, but only to do their part to help New York and the nation recover.
I'm doing it because I need it too. When I could get a thank you and a smile and a tear and a hug, I feel good.
It would be 10 days before Shea would host another game, and a solemn tone was present throughout the stadium.
Tonight we come together for the first regular season professional sporting event in New York City since Tuesday, September 11th.
There was something, eerie about that whole evening. You can sense the whole tragedy of 9/11.
But as the night commenced, Shea proved to be the perfect place to help New Yorkers heal.
And this crowd that was expected to be about 30,000 appears to be much larger than that and certainly more vocal.
That whole night is just off the charts, with the bagpipes playing.
So the ceremonies, wonderful as they could possibly be, are now winding down, and we'll have baseball coming in just a few moments.
People wanted to find refuge in baseball, in a crowd, and being around other people. It has a tendency to kind of ease the pain a little bit.
Rivalries were cast aside. This was a time for everyone to come together.
That day, fans didn't boo. They cheered for both teams. They realized the healing process had started. It was really one of those times that stopped and made you realize, wow, the city is starting their journey back.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the 2001 New York Mets.
And even the game was extraordinary. For with the Mets trailing in the bottom of the 8th, Mike Piazza gave the Shea fans reason to rejoice.
And here's the man the Mets want up in this spot, down a run late in the game.
We as athletes have some sort of ability to focus, and I try to sort of find that and say, I feel like I'm, gotta cry, but I gotta do my job. So I was torn.
Lopez wants it away.
And it's hit deep to left center. Andrew Jones on the run. This one has a chance. Home run!
When Mike hit the ball, it was just this great excitement. It helped you forget about the tragedy that everybody had in their mind for the past week.
And the Mets lead 3-2.
All the good emotion that didn't even exist suddenly came out of nowhere, came out of your thigh.
This crowd was ready to shout and scream all night. And boy, did they get an opportunity from Mike Piazza.
If you speak to people who were there that night, 9 out of 10 people will say that's their highlight of their mid-career.
There were a couple of uniformed firefighters smiling over the fact that Mike Piazza had just hit a home run 10 days after those two, no doubt, lost friends, maybe even relatives, in those attacks on the World Trade Center. And why is baseball back? Why was it so important? Those firefighters smiling because of the baseball game in Flushing.
For me, the fact that so many people found joy in that, it was a way for them to forget about it and enjoy just a victory that evening. I think that, to me, makes me very proud.
This one in the books. Shea Stadium has something to smile about.
It's really the only time in mind losing a game, because the city of New York needed to be able to get behind something and cheer something and feel good about themselves.
For the story to end the way it should, it had to end with New York winning, and it had to end with the guy in New York doing it.
That may rank among the handful of most memorable home runs in the history of this ballpark.
Piazza's era in New York would end in 2005, and Omar Minaya set out to build a new foundation at Shea.